So, good evening, everybody. Um, I'm so happy for you to come out for this community meeting to discuss the Daniel Webster Bond Program. Um, really excited about this effort. Um, Community members and parents, SBDM, students and staff, I know that you're there viewing and you're going to be excited as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't start off by saying thank you first and foremost. This has been some difficult times. Nobody expected us to go through the things that we've had to go through. And I really appreciate everybody's efforts and your work. Um, you have you've been a linchpin of our work during this time, and we are only successful because of the parent and community efforts. I love you so much for how you have stuck by us and you have supported us, and that you have always remained dedicated to Daniel Webster. The people who are in this meeting, you are the ones who have are the backbone of our campus, and you've always remained positive. You have always supported us, and I want to thank you for that. We have some very exciting news that we were going to share with you tonight. Some renovation plans for our beloved Daniel Webster Elementary. And I think you're going to be excited as well. Before we get started with that, though, I want to make sure that I introduce Trustee Foreman, who is here tonight, and thank her for coming out to be a part of this community meeting. Trustee Foreman, if you have anything you want to share, the floor is yours.
Good evening. I'd just like to take this brief opportunity to say we're excited about the opportunity for the renovation at Daniel Webster. We have waited on this for quite some time. We've been through quite a few ups and downs in terms of Daniel Webster and where we would be, and now look at where we are. It's important for us to understand that this didn't just happen. It took work. It took your principal's work. It took your ED's work. It took your trustees' work to ensure that we make sure that campuses on our side of town uh, look like campuses on all sides of town. And we have the same educational opportunities for all children. And so, as always, I am excited, and I do spend time in Daniel Webster.
Yeah.
I am excited about this opportunity for the renovation, and I look forward to seeing the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trustee Foreman. Really appreciate that. And yes, you do spend time and have been so supportive of us. And thank you for those backpacks once again and that outreach. We really do appreciate that. I will also have my executive director here, Dr. Kelly, who has once again supported us tremendously and is always pushing us towards excellence. Dr. Kelly, is there anything that you want to say before we get started with the presentation?
Well, thank you, Principal Alexander, to Trustee Foreman, parents, staff, architects, DISD Construction Department, and guests. A good evening to you. We truly have great pride in Daniel Webster Elementary School. Principal Alexander and the staff are accomplishing wonderful things for our students. We are truly excited about these renovations and grateful to those supporting the efforts. The upgrades will be remarkable for our students and community as we continue to build a legacy of excellence for our students who deserve only the best. It's a pleasure to be a part of the meeting today, and most of all, the proud Webster Wildcat community. Thank you, Principal Alexander.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly. So now we're about to get started to what everybody is here for, to see the presentation. Before we do so, I want to announce that at any time during this community meeting, you'll have the opportunity to submit your questions to today's presenters. Using this link, go to www.dallasisd.org/bond, BOND, 2015 questions. If you are joining us on Facebook, please submit questions in the comments section. Now I'm going to hand it off to our design team and the wonderful architects from BRW. The floor is yours.
Good evening. Thank you for having us. We're excited about presenting Daniel Webster Elementary School to you tonight. I'm joined by Abby Hiles, my partner at BRW Architects. Next. Next. So your project consists of a new front entry addition, renovations to the lobby and reception area, a new kitchen addition and expansion of your existing cafeteria, exterior and interior improvements and renovations and MEP upgrades. We're completing the design this summer, and we anticipate construction will begin this fall of 2020, and your new building will be complete in the fall of 2021. Next. This is a site plan of the existing school. It shows all of the various renovations and additions that your school has undergone. The latest was this 2-story classroom addition in 2010. Next. This is the site plan of the new additions. They're shown here in the peach color. So at the front, we'll have a new entry addition, and in the back, a new kitchen addition. And also we're going to pave your playground with the basketball courts, and your existing playground will remain. Next. These are photographs of your existing building. Some of the exterior improvements that we'll be doing are replacing the windows. They will be more energy efficient. We will have new exterior lighting, new exterior painting, and as I said previously, we'll improve your playground in the back of the school. We'll do sidewalk repairs and mechanical, electrical, and plumbing upgrades. On the exterior, those will be mainly utilities. Next. And this shows the floor plan of what we're all doing on the inside of the building. The areas that are in yellow are the additions. And again, you'll get a new secure entry, a new front door with expanded offices, expanded vestibule, and a secure entry for visitors. And also the main renovation is in the cafeteria. It will be expanded. And also you'll be getting a whole new kitchen addition. And there's also renovations throughout the building. Next. And this is your new front entry. We are adding this glass to it. We're expanding it. It's very welcoming. It has new landscaping and an accessible ramp up to the entry in addition to the stairs. Next. The materials that we'll be using match the existing brick with an accent brick at the main entry, and also green accents that are complementary to what you have there today. Next. Abby, take it away.
So looking a little bit in more detail here at the new front entry addition, you can see in the lighter yellow color, the new secure vestibule that will lead into the new expanded reception area. And then from there, you would get checked in and then exit into the lobby, which will also be renovated. And then behind the reception will be a new office and vault area. Some of the materials inside the building that we'll be using at the reception and lobby, you can see new flooring, new ceiling, and some accent colors and materials where we'll pick up the blue and gold colors of the Webster Elementary. This is a view of the new reception area. So you can see the new reception desk with some blue accent tile, new storage, new ceilings and lighting. And you'll enter this from the secure vestibule and then get checked in to go into the lobby and into the rest of the building. So from the reception, you would enter into the new renovated lobby area that you see here. So this is looking back towards the new secure vestibule. You can see all the new glass, letting in light, new decorative lighting, and you can see in the floor, we're showing a Webster Wildcat logo into the new flooring. Now back at the kitchen and cafeteria, you can see in the lighter blue color is the cafeteria, and the lower portion is where your existing kitchen is today. That will be removed, and all that space will be incorporated into the new cafeteria to expand the seating capacity there in the cafeteria. From there, you'll enter into the new addition in the darker blue color. You can see the servery. There'll be 2 new serving lines. And then beyond the servery is all new kitchen with new kitchen equipment for food service. Also from the cafeteria, you can see in the top portion of the plan the exit that will lead you out to the playground area. And this is a view outside of the cafeteria. On the left-hand side is the existing wall of the gym. And then on the right-hand side is the wall of the new kitchen addition with red brick and the new glass entry into the cafeteria. Some of the materials, again, on the interior kitchen and cafeteria, we're highlighting the blue and gold school colors with accent materials, and the existing terrazzo floor will remain in the cafeteria. This is a view of the new cafeteria, where we're standing in this view about where the existing kitchen is today. So you can see how the space is expanded. On the back wall, you can see some new wall panels with some fun graphics. And on the left-hand side, you can see the opening into the new serving lines. Back at the floor plan of the existing building, we'll touch on some of the renovations throughout the existing spaces. So in the classrooms, we'll be replacing finishes, so new flooring, repainting the walls, new ceilings, new lighting, and replacing the marker boards and tack boards. In the library, we'll also be painting, providing new flooring, new ceilings and lighting. New lighting also in the gym and the auditorium. And then in the corridors that you see in the blue color, we'll also be providing all new finishes, new flooring, ceilings, lighting, and also removing the lockers. So here's some images of the existing spaces today, and then we'll take a look at what we're imagining they look like after the renovations are complete. These are, again, some of the materials that we'll be using. VCT flooring will have some accent blue and gold colors. Also, some of the wall materials in the corridors, some tackable surfaces with blue and gold accents. So this is an image of the library. You can see the existing circulation desk. we're showing new ceilings and lighting, some new decorative pendants, and accent paint colors, and new flooring. This is a view down one of the corridors of the classroom wing. So you can see how we're repainting the walls, providing all new ceilings and lighting, new flooring, again with those blue and gold accent tiles. And then where the lockers are removed, you can see we're using that space to provide some tackable surfaces and frame out those openings with wood panels. So that summarizes the scope of the additions and renovations for Daniel Webster Elementary. We're back here looking again at the front entry. We're very excited about these improvements that are planned for your school. And with that, we will turn it back over to Principal Alexander.
Thank you so much, Abby and Ann from BRW. Really excited about what you showed and shared with us. Before we get to the questions, I want to remind everybody once again that at any time during the community meeting, you have the opportunity to submit your questions as today's presenters using this link, www.dallasisd.org/bond 2015 questions. If you are joining us on Facebook, please submit questions in the comment sections. So we do have some questions that have just come on board. One is, what is the construction timeline on this project?
So I can take that question. We're completing design now during the summer of 2020. We anticipate that construction would start after board approval in the fall of 2020, and then would continue for about a year with construction being complete in fall of 2021.
All right. Thank you to whoever wrote that question, and thank you for that answer. Second question, will students be around the construction?
I can touch on that. As you can imagine from the construction schedule that I mentioned, that will occur during the school year, but DISD does separate construction hours from school hours, and also has requirements for separating construction areas from any occupied school areas.
And can I elaborate on that as well? To all the parents and community members, I've been a part of several bond processes in my career. The students will not be around the actual construction. It's going to be done in phases. It's not going to be all done at the same time across the whole building. So there's going to be some times where if they're in a particular hallway and the construction team is working on let's say even though they'll be working after hours, of course, may have taken out the lockers and things of that nature. We're going to move those students to another classroom during that time, and that whole area will be blocked off. And so no students will be allowed in that. It's going to be safety first. We're going to make sure that our students are safe, and they won't be able to have access to those particular wings that the construction team may be working on. There's going to be a project manager that's going to be assigned to our campus, who's already been assigned. I think his name is Kevin. I haven't been introduced to him yet, but we will be meeting, and we're going to phase out everything that's going to be done throughout the year. So it will be safety first. Your children will not be around any of the construction, and things will be phased. They're not going to lose any instruction, and they won't be around the construction. And parents, you will be updated every time we're doing a phase of that nature and your children may be going to another classroom. We'll do that throughout the year so you're completely updated. Okay. The next question, what precautions are being taken regarding COVID-19 during construction?
Well, this is Mr. Alexander. This is Kevin Simon.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm the project manager for construction services. And just to reiterate what you said, we want to work closely with you and your operation at the school to not affect the overall function of the school. But we want to obviously get the construction done in a timely manner, you know, because that's kind of what we're all here for. So I just want to reiterate that. And as far as the COVID-19 during construction, the contractor, when they go in and out of the building, they have certain requirements they have to meet that for CDC guidelines, things like that. So now how the school handles it with students, that's a whole different issue. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Really appreciate that. And we're going to follow all of the CDC guidelines that the district has provided to make sure that all of our students are safe in relations to COVID-19. And that would be even if there wasn't any construction going on. But there's not going to be any contact. And like Kevin is saying, the construction team will have to follow their guidelines to make sure that we're all doing our social distancing and protecting ourselves. Next question.
On the construction side is to kind of be in the background to where we're not affecting your operation. We want to minimize that effect on your operation as a school, because obviously that's the first and foremost, it is a school, so we don't want to hinder any operations you have.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Next question. Are there any plans or updates and changes to the exterior and playgrounds?
So yes, the paved area playground where the basketball court is today will be repaved. And since we're doing new paving, we'll be replacing the striping of the basketball courts and goals and restriping some of the other play spaces, hopscotch, foursquare, those types of striping. The existing playground areas with playground equipment will remain. That is not part of this project. And then other exterior changes, there'll be some new landscaping, especially at the front entry, where we have the new ramps and stairs. And then a small area of new landscaping also back at the cafeteria and kitchen addition.
Thank you. So at this time, I know we've had some people that have joined on. So Abby and Ann, could you repeat the presentation for anybody who came on late so that they can get a chance to see all the glory that Daniel Webster is becoming?
So good evening. Thank you for having us here tonight. I'm Ann Hildenbrand with BRW Architects, joined by my partner, Abby Hiles. And we're excited to show you the plans for your Webster Elementary School addition and renovations. Next. So the project summary is we're going to add a new front entry with a secure reception and lobby area and renovate those spaces and enlarge them. You'll also receive a new kitchen addition and renovations to the cafeteria, which will make it larger than it is today. There'll be multiple exterior improvements and interior renovations and mechanical and electrical and plumbing upgrades throughout. We are in design right currently. We're going to complete that soon this summer. We anticipate that construction at your school will begin this fall of 2020, and that construction will take approximately a year and will be completed in the fall of 2021. Next. So this is a site plan of what your school looks like today. These are pictures of the school today. The school has undergone multiple additions. The latest was in 2010 when you received this 2-story classroom addition. Next. And these areas in peach are your new additions. So as Abby pointed out, we will have a new concrete paved playground area where your basketball court is today. You'll get new basketball equipment, all new striping on the pavement, new landscaping in that area, and areas to play hopscotch. The existing playground that's there today will remain. And then this also shows you the larger peach box is your kitchen addition. Next. These are photographs of your school today. We are going to do multiple enhancement and improvements to the outside. You'll receive new energy efficient windows with shading devices, new exterior lighting on the outside. We're going to repaint all this painted surfaces today. And again, that playground area will be upgraded, and sidewalk repairs and the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing grade upgrades on the outside will mainly be underground utilities. Next. On the inside, this shows an enlarged view of your school floor plan, all the classrooms. Abby will go through all of those enhancements later in the presentation, but this in gold is again your additions. At the front, we'll be doing a new expanded front entry. And in the back of the school, the cafeteria will remain where it is, but it will become slightly larger, and you will get a brand new kitchen addition. Next. And this is your new front door. So it is heightened, and there's more glass, more lighting inside. It will have a secure vestibule that visitors will have to enter through that vestibule, and they have to check in at the reception desk before they can enter the school. You're also receiving enhanced landscaping at the front door and a new accessible ramp for wheelchairs. Next. These are the materials that we'll be using. We're going to match the brick that's there today, and we will highlight with the green. There's the green that's there today. We will keep that, and we will also have a new accent brick at the entry. Next. Abby's going to go through the remaining slides.
So now we're looking a little more detail here at the front entry. You can see the new secure vestibule in the light yellow color. You enter into the reception from the vestibule. Well, you'll check in at the new reception desk, and then enter into the rest of the school into the renovated lobby area. And then beyond the reception will be a new office and vault space. So these are some of the interior materials that we'll be using at the lobby and reception. You can see new ceilings and flooring, and also some accent colors on the ceiling and the walls with the blue and gold of the Webster school colors. So this is a view looking into the new reception area. You can see the new reception desk with the blue accent color, new ceiling and lighting. And then to the left would be the door exiting into the new lobby space. And here we're standing in the new lobby. You're looking back at the glass doors to the secure vestibule. You can see new ceilings and lighting, some decorative pendant lighting. And in the floor, we're showing a new Webster Wildcat logo. And here is the plan at the cafeteria and kitchen addition. In the light blue is the existing cafeteria. In the lower portion of the cafeteria is where the existing kitchen is today. That kitchen will be removed and all that space will be incorporated into the cafeteria to expand the seating. And then from the cafeteria, you'll enter into the new serving lines. There'll be 2 new serving lines. And then beyond the servery is the new kitchen with all new kitchen equipment for food service. And then from the cafeteria, at the top of the cafeteria, you can see the exit that leads out to the playground area. And this is a view at that glass entry into the cafeteria from the playground. On the left is the existing gym wall, and then on the right is the new kitchen addition. Again, just a look at some of the interior materials. We're using, again, the blue and gold accent colors and the terrazzo floors at the existing cafeteria. This is a view of the new cafeteria. We're standing in this view about where the existing kitchen is today. On the left-hand side, you can see the large openings into the new serving lines. And then on the back wall, you can see some new graphic wall panels with blue and gold colors. And new lighting, again, some new decorative pendant lighting and blue accent tile. Throughout the rest of the existing building, we'll also be renovating quite a few spaces. In the green, the classrooms will have all new finishes, new ceilings and flooring, painting the walls, new lighting, and replacing the marker boards and tack boards. In the library, also new finishes and new lighting. The gym and the auditorium will also get new lighting. And then in the corridors, we'll be replacing flooring, ceilings, painting the walls, and also removing the lockers. This is some views of those existing spaces today. And then we'll take a look at the new renovated areas. Some of the materials will be VCT floors with blue and gold accent tiles and some tackable surfaces in the corridors. So this is a view of the renovated library. You can see the existing reception or a circulation desk with some accent paint colors, new carpet, flooring, and new ceilings and lighting. This is a view of one of the existing corridors. You can see all new ceilings and lighting, new VCT flooring with the blue and gold accent. And then on the walls where we remove the lockers, we'll use those spaces to provide some new tackable surfaces that are framed out with wood panels. So that concludes, again, the summary of renovations and additions at Webster. Again, we just want to say that we're really excited about this project, looking forward to seeing construction start. And I'll give it back to Mr. Alexander.
Thank you once again, Abby and Ann. Really appreciate the presentation. It looks wonderful. Do have just before we go on to any more questions, just as a reminder for anybody who's come on a little bit late, that at any time during the community meeting, you'll have the opportunity to submit your questions to today's presenters using this link, www.dallasisd.org/bond2015 questions. If you are joining us on Facebook, please submit questions in the comments section. We do have one question that came in. Will the old kitchen be expanded as a cafeteria eating space?
Yes, that is correct. So the space that is kitchen and serving area today will be all incorporated into the cafeteria seating area.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that question and that answer. So don't see any more questions coming in. I'm loving the comments that I'm seeing on Facebook, and they are very, very positive. So I'm glad that our community is happy with what we're showing and sharing. Really appreciate everybody for coming out. Does anybody have any final comments for the good of the whole? Statements or anything? Okay. So, community members, parents, I'm always accessible. So as we're going through this process, it's going to be really, really big on communication. You will be communicated with every step of the way, so that you know what the whole process is going to be involving. We're going to make sure that everything is well done, everybody is safe, and I think we are going to be very, very happy with the results. It looks excellent. I want to once again thank Trustee Foreman for being here tonight and joining us. Really appreciate that. Also thank Dr. Kelly, my boss, for being here and supporting us in this work. And want to thank the architects at BRW. Y'all have really done a fantastic job. I really appreciate everything. All right, so if there is no more questions, this meeting will be posted to YouTube and at www.dallasisd.org/bond2015 meetings. All right, so since there's no more questions, I want to wish everybody to have a good evening. Thank you for coming out, and we'll make sure that everybody stays safe. All right.